Well, I went to an auction, so I had to film this before I load up the whole garage with a bunch of stuff I bought. But so I drove 3 hours each way to Pittsburgh to get some rims, but luckily I didn't get ripped off this time, which is nice. The dude actually had them, and they were the right price. Any artilleries that aren't 17 and bigger are hard to get. So the 15s are pretty hard to get. I got a pair. I just kind of mocked them up just to see. I wanted to see tire size because these have a 215 70. I think I'm gonna go a little bigger. I think I want 225s. So these are a little under a 27 inch. I think the 225s are 27 and a half. I really just think they would look bigger. I also threw the running board on. Obviously it's not great, but just so I could get a little more of a visual and see. And the tires just setting up against the fender, it'll be tucked in a little more. But I'm trying to decide if I'm going to run these or if I'm going to sell these, because they get a lot of good money. But the issue with me running them is the bolt pattern up front is a 5 by 4 3/4 for the Corvettes. These are obviously 6 lug, 6 by 5.5. They do make some aftermarket artilleries that are like, 15s, 15 by 6, and wider ones. It's just, 200 each. Is a little pricey. They don't look dead on. They look a little bit off, but maybe I'll do that. We're about to go on a trip. I'm not going to sell them yet. I'm not going to pull the tires off yet, but I am on the fence. Because if I sell these, I'll make enough money that it will pay for my other wheels and probably the rear axle or other wheels and new tires. So you do get quite a bit of money for these artilleries. The only other set that's on Marketplace right now is this guy I know, and his are $650. So I would go cheaper than that. But let me know what you guys think. Should I stick with the artilleries? They are like the look of this truck. They could have come on these as an option. They would have been 16s actually, but you never see the 16s. So let me know what you guys think. Should I bite the bullet and spend the extra money? Or if I sell these, all I need to get is a 15-inch like S10 wheels, because S10s will have the bolt pattern. That also lets me use the same bolt pattern front and rear. If I went the rear would be 6 lug and the front would be 5. So for a spare, it would become an issue. The 6 lug would let me get a stronger axle on the back, which would be nice. But I think the S10 rear, like a 4-wheel drive one, would be fine. I do want to tow a little trailer with this. So I still think the S10 rear would hold up. I don't have crazy power. It is a 292 6-cylinder, but it's not a horsepower machine. It's a road trip machine. So let me know what you guys think. I know that was very long-winded, but super excited I got these. But should I be cheap now and sell these and use that money towards the Suburban that's not even close to being done? And then just wait, and if I decide to go to artilleries, I'll find some later. Because as hard as these are to find, lately I've been coming across them. Like I bought another set a couple months back, sold those. I'm going to get off here and bring a bunch of kid toys in that I bought for my kids. Like I said, I went to an auction, the buy of the day that I just found out. I just bought it because I was like, oh, whatever. I think I spent $2 on it. I was like, this is the heaviest little car ever. And then I like kind of read it, but I was like, whatever. I was kind of busy. And I was like, kind of weird. I wonder what the Bourbon's about. Well, if you haven't seen one of these, let me show you. I didn't know either. Oh, gosh. I should have got ready for this. It's heavy because you take the top off, and it's got alcohol in it. This might be my new favorite thing to drink. Oh, gosh. I can't wait. I can't wait to try that. I like how the paint's peeling off under here, but that's nuts. It is totally full. Dude, who knows how old that is? Oh gosh, that's gonna be good. But it's so heavy because it's got alcohol in it. That is my favorite thing I bought today. I cannot believe it. Let me show you some of the other stuff. I know this is not related, but I have a little girl, so this is exciting. I was gonna build her a dollhouse. Well, now I don't have to because this older lady sold her dollhouse And think of how much time it would take me to build all that. Plus, all this furniture and stuff. If you're not a parent, you won't appreciate this. But holy cow. And then, you know, some dolls and different things. And then I kind of was like, I showed up super late, so I wasn't going to buy anything. But they had a couple little trucks and things and knick-knackies. And so I bought a couple. So I might just try to like sell one of these. That way I can get all my money back. But it was cheap. So pretty excited about that. But I just, it blows my mind about this little whiskey thing. So yay. I put some of my trucks up here. They kind of been getting in the way a lot. So I just made a little stupid shelf for it. Over here, I decided I'm gonna sell the wheels. So they're on eBay right now. Hopefully they'll sell. Some changes I think are gonna happen. I think I'm gonna sell my 4-link setup that I bought. For one, it's super beefy. It was overkill, but it causes a lot of issues for me running a 4-link on here because I'd have to relocate my gas tank to the back, because on these, your gas tank like sits between what, your leaf springs and your drive shaft on the other side. And I was like, maybe I'll just throw leaf springs back in it. They're cheap, simple. Obviously, ride isn't the best, but then I don't have to buy coilovers or airbags for the back. Then I can run the stock gas tank. I have it. I think that's what I'm gonna work on today. I think I'm gonna clean this out, see the shape that it's in. I know it looks rough, and whatever gas is in there smelled like super death. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is maybe try to keep the leaf springs in the back, find a way to move the mounts up a little bit so it drops it a little. I think I'm also gonna run the whole Suburban a little taller than I have it right now, obviously. But I think I'm gonna run the C4 suspension as tall as I can, and maybe even have to notch the frame a little, just so that whenever you run these as tall as you can, the upper arm gets really close to the frame. That way I don't really have to run lowering blocks in the back. I'm not really dying to do that. Still be lower. Trying to decide what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna try to run maybe like a S10 Blazer leaf spring. I need to kind of measure and see, but like I said, I kind of want those up. You know, I would think the Blazer is probably about the same weight, or maybe even a little heavier in the back than this, just because the older vehicles are actually pretty light because they don't really have safety reinforcement everywhere. I'm gonna clean this tank up. You know, someone sprayed undercoat just like they did all over this truck, so maybe it protected some stuff, but it has those little weird little torque screws. So hopefully I can get that sending unit out, pull this thing apart. Hopefully it's savable, because that would save me mounting a tank under the bottom. That also lets me mount a spare in the back where I would want one anyway. Raising it up also gives me some more floor clearance. Let's pull this gas tank apart. Well, that project was short, which is nice. At least I didn't clean the whole thing up and then find out, but I was stabbing around on the side trying to clean it and poke some holes in the side. So cool. Not using that tank, which is fine. There's another guy that I know that has one for sale. He's kind of friendly, so hopefully I can get the price down. If he does a decent price on it, then I'll just use his tank because it looks clean inside and all his parts are usually pretty good. So save some time not cleaning that one. Oh, the other little side project on the 67 is I had rebuilt this heater setup. I don't think I showed you guys that, but I pulled it all apart, cleaned it all out, rebuilt it. I had a seal kit from a long time ago, which is nice to reuse that. Threw it in there loosely. Obviously it needs some wiring and some more bolts, but like I said, this truck isn't going to be totally done whenever I sell it. Now I'll move on to some more linkage and engine stuff later on, once I stop getting distracted with the Suburban.